been awake for nearly 24 hours, but the bottom dollar Bail Bonds DLC has brought 23 new vehicles to GTA 5. And alongside reviewing everything that this DLC has to offer, we're going to rank every single car in our typical style. And then at the end, we'll go over the order that we can expect the drip feed to come out. Starting off with the drip feed vehicle, we have the Pizza Boy, and it's simply a delivery version of the Faggio Sport. But it is important to note that there are delivery missions hidden in the game files that will be drip fed with this vehicle. This is not new to the game, as we've seen it before in some previous missions. The Bail Bonds De-Class Burrito is a vehicle I would have mentioned in my free car video last week, because you do get it for free when you purchase the new business. But the business itself costs anywhere from 1.65 million to 2.6 million, depending on which of the 5 locations you choose between Paleto Bay, Davis, Del Perro, Mission Row, and the downtown Vinewood location. And can go up to 4.86 million if you put all the upgrades into the most expensive option. So keep that in mind. Also, the van appears to be in the emergency class and not the vans class, so interesting. 4 pre-existing cars have received drift tuning upgrades and brand new liveries, and they include the Fudo, which will be drip fed, unfortunately, the Cypher, Nebula, and the Sentinel, which is a good addition for those who like to drift, and alongside these cars, drift races and drag races have also been added to the creator, so you can make your own. The Pipistrello is also available for free for GTA Plus members, and as of right now, it's only available to GTA Plus members, but in a week, every other player will be able to purchase this vehicle. Personally, I don't love the look of it, and from the sounds of it, it doesn't perform very well either. Alongside this GTA Plus perk, members also gain access to a new Vinewood Club mod shop, and the option to claim daily earnings from their business's safes from their phone, which is huge for the business aspect. The Anis Euros X32 is one of only 2 vehicles in this update that have HSW upgrades, and it's in the Coupes class, which might give the HSW Sentinel a run for its money. This vehicle is available right now for $1.5 million at base price. The Dorado Cruiser costs $5 million, but with trade price falls down to $3.75. And it should be noted that every cop car purchased from this DLC forward has a resale value of $0. So if you go to sell this, you're getting nothing for it. So don't buy them unless you're 100% certain that you want them. The Greenwood Cruiser costs $4.9 million and drops to $3.68, and sadly, this is among the cheaper of the new cop cars. The Dominator FX is part of the drip feed, and it's in the Compacts class. This is definitely going to be a fan favorite alongside the Dominator FX Interceptor, because it is getting a police car version. Quickly speaking about the business itself, the Bail Bonds business gives you 3 people that you can aim for that pay out somewhere around $40,000. These take place in a public lobby and change every hour. The high-end suspect you can go after is actually within a mission, and that changes every single day. To be honest, the payouts for these are not exactly worth it. If you use the staff, the payouts will come quicker, but the payouts don't even come immediately. On top of that, you also have the dispatch work for Vincent, which you can get with any cop car you're in, just by basically the same as the taxi work. It's just dispatch missions. Again, they don't pay great, so as far as money making goes, this update is not the best. But we did get some good cars, and we'll continue going through those now. The Canis Castigator is a brand new SUV coming in the drip feed, but it's also part of the Bail Bonds Career Progress Awards on next-gen consoles, so you can earn this one for free maybe before it's released in-game officially. I'm not sure how that works. We also see the Impaler SZ and Impaler LX return as police variants. The LX will be drip-fed, and the SZ is available right now for 4.7 base or 3.5 million trade price. The new Benefactor Vorschlaghammer is a new Mercedes coming in the drip feed, which we saw in the promotional art for this update. Also, it's in the sedans class. We got a new truck in the form of the Classe Yosemite 1500, which is a big win for truck fans like myself, and it only costs $1.2 million. Quick side notes on some miscellaneous updates. The Astro GZ now has suspension upgrades available. The regular Impaler SZ was changed from sedans to the muscles class for some reason. The Tropos Rally has new liveries. And there are 2 new weapons that will be available at some point. A new version of the stun gun and a stun rod, which is basically a stun baton. The Ubermacht Niobe, which costs $1.88 million, also has HSW upgrades, but the HSW upgrades cost $1.8 million by itself, doubling the value of the car, which is just ridiculous. Invetero returns with their 5th car in the Coquette D1, which is available now and costs $1.5 million. And it's a new Sports Classics card that looks absolutely stunning, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Paragon has also returned with the Paragon S, costing just over $2 million. And this vehicle has a Monty tech, making it the first armored Paragon you can actually purchase, because the armored Paragon was only available through casino missions. And lastly, Buckacherz has made their second car ever in the form of the Envisage. Costing $2.47 million, it too has a Monty tech. This is my favorite car from the update, but obviously this ranking is extremely open to personal preference, and will likely change once we know the performance and more information about these drip feed cars. A couple other quick miscellaneous things where we get into the drip feed prices and when we can expect these vehicles. You get a new load-in menu when you first load into the game, just letting you know about this. You can no longer own a festival bus as a personal vehicle. It has been reverted to Pegasus, and there's nothing you can do about that. And lastly, we also have a new version of the Assault on Cayo Perico game modes, which will take place on the aircraft carrier. So that'll be fun. So here you can see Southern San Andreas, where it shows off the Vorschlaghammer, the Pizza Boy, the Dominator FX, and the Castigator. All their prices are listed there, and you can see that the ones farther back on the site will come sooner than the ones at the top of the site. The same goes here with the Dominator FX Interceptor and the Impaler LX Cruiser on Warstock. Again, the Dominator will come before the Impaler LX. And then we know that Pipistrello is going to be coming out next week for everyone, and it'll just appear on Legendary Motorsport like this. So we have 8 drip feed vehicles in total if you want to include the Drift Fudo, and those will stretch out over the next 4 months, which is kind of insane. Now we don't know exactly which car Rockstar is going to release next aside from the Pipistrello, but what we know is that the next vehicle after the Pipistrello is either going to be the Constigator or the Dominator FX Interceptor, because those are what's next on those sites. I assume that the Dominator FX and FX Interceptor will come out at the same time, so the Castigator is likely to come out after the Pipistrello. After the Dominator FX, it's a little bit of a toss-up. We know that the Pizza Boy will be coming out prior to the Hammer. If you want a better explanation of this, I'll link another video in the description below by Bruffy. He explains it in simple terms. Anyway, I have to head off to the airport because I'm on a VidCon and I had to get this video out before I left. So, thank you all. Enjoy the shorts this week, and I will see some of you at VidCon.